The Emmy nominations were announced, and let's not take these the wrong way. Maybe our favorite shows were snubbed, but the level of talent in Hollywood will always make award season extremely competitive and will often be controversial. Turning the creative process into a competition is a dubious endeavor anyway. Some great talent was overlooked unjustly, as always. But there's next year, and the Emmys aren't the only game in town. There's the Golden Globes, SAG Awards, Critics' Choice. Print media often gives awards as well. There are many awards that recognize achievement in film and television because the creativity in Hollywood deserves recognition. So I'm always excited about award season and excited about the Emmys. Here are my picks for some of the major categories, and my caveat is that my picks are based on shows that I watched. I didn't watch all of the nominated shows. Drama series. Slow Horses is my pick. Streaming on Apple TV+, this show is a spy thriller about MI5, one of the British intelligence services. They deal with threats to the homeland. Probably the best writing of any show on television. Constantly shifts back and forth between comedy and drama. Stars Gary Oldman and Kristen Scott Thomas. They've had some great co-stars in 4 seasons so far. Seasons 5 and 6 have been ordered, and I am here for it. I'm such a fan of this show. Lead actress drama. I've got to go with Kathy Bates. She's such a strong presence on screen as Matlock. The show is about a lawyer, a reboot of the series starring Andy Griffith as a trial attorney. This show is on broadcast television, so Kathy Bates played Maddie for 19 episodes. I believe most of the nominees did between 6 and 10 episodes, so it's more work but also more time to shine from an awards perspective. Kathy Bates has such command of the character. She's my pick. Lead actor drama. Gary Oldman is my pick for Slow Horses. He plays Jackson Lamb, the director of Slough House, which is where low-performing MI5 agents are sent. His job is to toughen them up. And this show is brutal. Many of the cast members don't survive from season to season. Olivia Cooke, who's in House of the Dragon, was a casualty in season 1. There's plenty of humor. Jackson Lamb is rather profane and flatulent. That's part of the humor. Gary Oldman's won the Oscar for Best Actor playing Churchill, but he said Jackson Lamb is his favorite role. Comedy series. The Studio is my pick. Streaming on Apple TV+, this show gives us the inner workings of a Hollywood studio. Every episode features A-list stars playing themselves. The Emmy nominations this year for Outstanding Guest Actor Comedy include many guest stars in episodes of The Studio playing themselves, including Martin Scorsese. I believe he'll win, although Bryan Cranston is absolutely hilarious in The Studio, but he should have been nominated for Best Supporting Actor. I don't know why he's in this category. The Studio is written and produced by Seth Rogen. It's a career best for him. He'll be nominated for years to come because of this great series. He's my pick for Best Actor Comedy Series. Nominated for Best Supporting Actress Comedy are Catherine O'Hara and Kathryn Hahn, both of The Studio. They're superb in these roles. Now, Kathryn Hahn's role is written to be funnier, so she might win. Best Supporting Actor Comedy Series, Ike Barinholtz of The Studio is nominated. He could win. He had a great season. Bowen Yang of Saturday Night Live is nominated in this category as well, but he belongs in the lead actor category. I didn't watch a lot of SNL this season, and I don't know why he's supporting. Limited series. My pick is The Penguin, streaming on HBO Max. It's DC Comics featuring a supervillain from the Batman universe, but rises above the genre. The writing is superb. This show competes with Adolescence on Netflix in most of the major categories for limited series, including Best Actor. My pick is Colin Farrell over Stephen Graham. They're both deserving, but Colin Farrell transforms and is literally unrecognizable in the role. And it seems that the studio, HBO, didn't realize the quality of this show because it was released back in September or October. That's a release schedule that doesn't prioritize Emmys. But Colin Farrell won the Golden Globe and is the frontrunner for the Emmy. Kristen Milioti is nominated, Best Actress in a Limited Series. Her competition in this category includes Cate Blanchett and Michelle Williams. They would be regarded as frontrunners. However, the show is a factor, so Kristen Milioti will be competitive in this category. Deirdre O'Connell is nominated for Best Supporting Actress. She's competing against Erin Doherty and Christine Tremarco for Adolescence. And who else is in this category? Ruth Negga and Chloe Sevigny. Erin Doherty should be in the lead actress category for Adolescence. She had a lot of screen time, which gives her an edge, but The Penguin was the better show. Very different from Adolescence, but on balance, better, I would say. They were both riveting, but The Penguin was more entertaining. Adolescence was so disturbing that the subject matter kind of kept the audience at a distance. However, Owen Cooper, who played the adolescent, was nominated for Best Supporting Actor in the limited series, along with his co-star Ashley Walters. Owen Cooper probably will win, although he should have been nominated in the lead actor category with Stephen Graham. Those are just my initial thoughts on the Emmy nominations. I'll have more to report in the coming weeks. The winners will be announced on September 14th. Drug traffickers and human smugglers use tunnels underneath San Diego, Arizona, lots of areas along the southern border. This is similar to what Hamas has done for years, tunneling under Israel. Now, Israel has had to shut off many of those tunnels. And it's not just the strategy that's similar. There are proven links, funding links between Hezbollah and drug traffickers along the southern border, especially the Jalisco drug cartel. They kidnap and coerce people and force them to make the journey north. They force them to become drug mules. Does this remind us of the human shield strategy used by Hamas? It should. That's what it looks like to me. Now, Iran and its proxies are part of a strategy to turn the southern border of the United States into the border between Gaza and Israel. Now, even the political rhetoric around border control is very similar to the debate that happened in Israel regarding the Palestinians in Gaza before the October 7th massacre. It was a debate fueled by outside influence outside of Israel. Then the Iranian strategy was exposed when the Iranian-aligned terror group Hamas, Iranian and Hezbollah-aligned, stormed across the border and brutally massacred more than 1,000 Israelis on October 7th. But right before the massacre, propagandists from outside had been fomenting a campaign of hatred against Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu to damage him politically, just like what's been done to our president, Donald Trump. And who is responsible for the whisper campaigns, the insinuating rhetoric? Iran, through its proxies, paid proxies, and through Iran's influencers, who are constantly talking up the alleged virtues of the Iranian regime and questioning the recent U.S. strikes on Iran's prohibited nuclear weapons sites. Now, those influencers are expressing the same type of soft on terrorism views that proliferated before the October 7th massacre. Iran is using a two-pronged strategy, soften up the conservative electorate by sowing division about Iran's role. Just ignore the fact that Iran was designated by the U.S. as a state sponsor of terror. Now, we know that Iran sponsors proxies. One of its proxies is Hezbollah, which funds Hamas. Just ignore all that, according to the influencers. The second prong of the strategy is to open the southern border of the United States, dig tunnels, kidnap and coerce human shields, and place the images of migrant children on news broadcasts, all of which gives the Democratic Party a talking point. It's the same formula the terrorists use to try to destroy Israel. Let's make no mistake, the drug cartels and smuggling cartels play the same role as Hezbollah and Hamas. Let's understand what's happening, so let's not be played for fools. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe.